to go with now that we got all the fun out of the way. Yeah.
Now it gives me the option to leave the meeting now that you're recording.
No, yeah. All right, well, let's officially start then. 4:10. So we're all good. Hi, everybody. My name is Lissa Bartle, and I teach in Florida, and I am your HSEA president this year. So excited to have you all here with us today and join us in our fun, lighthearted, hopefully open conversations that we will have. And my fellow officers are, just go down, whoever wants to go next. Karen.
I'll go ahead and unmute. Hi, I'm Karen. I am the current immediate past president for HSEA, and I teach in a very warm South Carolina, and I teach all levels of health science, med-term, and sports medicine. So we'll send it to Melissa Sparks next.
Hi, I'm Melissa Sparks. I am in North Carolina. I am the president-elect for HSEA, and I'm super excited to have everybody here.
And next we have Condra.
Yes, I'm Condra Ledford. My little role here is membership and engagement. I'm a health science teacher in Kentucky. And I'm so glad that everybody's here, and I know we're all excited to wind this school year up.
Yes.
Okay, I think that just leaves me. I'm Kathy Slade. I'm coming to you from Vermont. And I teach all levels of med professions in a smaller area than where a lot of you come from. And I'm the secretary.
And we have a few executive council members from NCHSE. If you three don't mind introducing yourselves.
Hey, Laura.
Am I sharing too early? Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm Laura Morris from Oklahoma. Past
She
chair.
says the past chair for our board, for our NCHSE board.
Right.
Hey, Shelley.
Shelley,
Hi,
are
guys.
you there?
Yep, I am. Hi, guys. I'm Shelley Waymeyer. I am the current chair for NCHSE. Welcome and thank you for being here. And congratulations for almost putting the bow on this year.
And then the great Nancy.
Oh, the great. Okay. Hi, I'm Nancy Allen. I serve as executive director for NCHSE. I'm so proud of these officers. They've done a great job this year. This actually is not our last webinar. Our last webinar will be the first Wednesday in May, and it's going to be a hands-on teaching sports medicine, and they're going to integrate other hands-on opportunities to teach health science education. So you might want to come there and get some ideas for next year. And we look forward to seeing you at future webinars. And we're going to talk a little bit about the conference. So we hope we get to see you there as well. So welcome, everyone.
All right, Melissa, if you'll move our next slide, please. Oh, all right. So we are going to be doing some drawings for some prizes today. So if you are one of the lucky ones that win a prize, please type into the chat the prize that you won, your address that we can mail the prize to, and if you happen to win a shirt, put in what size shirt you would like to have. So, and so we'll remind you of that as we draw for prizes. So, all right. So first up today, we are going to hear from Condra, who will give us some membership. Oh, here's our schedule. Let's do that real quick. We will talk about membership, draw for prizes, talk about tools of the trade, draw for some more prizes, talk about the curriculum conference coming up in October, draw for some more prizes, and then talk about my favorite things and draw for our grand prize. That will be last, and you do need to be present to win the prizes. So that's why we want type in your name and all that once you get the prize. So All right, so we are going to hear from Condra about our membership report.
Yes, so several of you, I recognize your names. I have reached out to you at some point about our membership spotlight. Thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone who has replied to me and participated. You guys have been amazing. I will put my email address in the chat. If you know a health science teacher that you feel like needs recognized, or a spotlight put on them for something great and wonderful that they did, please reach out to me. I would love to do that. We love to see all the great things going on in health science. But down to business. So looking at membership, I'm going to give the membership number later. There's a little surprise attached to that. But looking at the Facebook group, we have 3,723 members, which is amazing, or followers, I should say. That's an increase of about 18 people just since February. At February, we were sitting at like 3,705. Out of those 3,700 people, 33 of them are active. So a lot of good stuff going on in the Facebook group. We have, looking at like peak times, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays from 6 in the evening till 9 are peak times for posting and interacting and engagement. And there's about 4 to 12 new posts every day in that Facebook group. But we do have a couple of prizes in this membership section. The first one is a water bottle. So let's see who the lucky winner was of the water bottle.
Okay, the lucky winner of the water bottle, let me go back to my list, is Emily Mendoza.
Yay, Emily.
Let's see if she's here. Yes, she is.
Yay.
And our next.
So Emily, if you'll put your name, well, I'll see your name, but name, mailing address, and we'll get you the water bottle and water bottle. Identify what you want, please.
And our next prize attached to the membership is a shirt.
So at this time, you'll put the size shirt that you want. And the winner of that is Jennifer Moore.
Yay, Jennifer.
Okay, I don't know if I see Jennifer. Jennifer, if you're here. Oh, there you are. Hey, she's waving. Jennifer, it's either a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, and they're kind of unisex sizes, I would say. So if you'll just put your address, your mailing address, and what size, and I get to pick whether it's a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, depending on which size I have. Okay.
Okay, and now for a fun little game. I had mentioned that I had the number of how many members that we have in HSEA. So before I give you that number, let's play a little game, a little guessing game. And whoever guesses whether you are really lucky and get it right on the money or closest guess, you will actually win a free HSEA membership. Starting when yours expires through the next year. So yeah, start putting those numbers in the chat.
And if they aren't members, there may be, surely there's no one here that's not, but occasionally we're still trying to recruit members, right? So if they are not a member, let's have them, it'll be complimentary for them. And remind me who won the shirt now. I'm not seeing, make sure.
Jennifer Moore got the shirt.
Jennifer Moore.
Okay. All right, Jennifer, don't forget to put your.
I'll write it down too, so.
Okay. Hey, William, you'll be happy to know I just let in a Ronald. William, you didn't leave us, did you? I see you. Yeah. Okay, Jennifer from Kentucky. Thank you. I wish we did have some of these numbers that I'm seeing in the chat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get there though.
I was about to say some of those numbers are big. With all the health science teachers across the nation, you would think we could get to that.
Absolutely, we can.
Yes.
Are you giving closest to the number? Is that what you're giving, Condra?
Yeah, closest without going over.
Okay.
Oh, Price is Right rules.
So you hadn't seen one yet? You hadn't seen a winner yet?
I saw one that's fairly close. That's what I was going through the
Okay. Okay. All right, one last time to put your guess in.
Yeah, last call.
All right, drum roll.
Okay, so the closest without going over was Stephanie Gilbreth. She had 1,212.
Woo!
So our actual membership to date is 1,575.
Okay.
Good job, Stephanie. All righty. Anything else to report?
Yes, we are still, like Nancy said, actively, recruiting. If you have a friend, a teacher friend who is not a health science member, please send them our way. I put my email address in there. If there's ever any questions, please reach out to me. I would love to talk with you, and we would love to have you as part of the group. And Stephanie put her information in there. So thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Wonderful. Thank you, Condra. Oh, all right. So moving
The wrong person.
right along. So, all right. So now we are going to have Melissa and Karen will talk to us about using the portal and the enhancements and the beginnings of pacing guides, just a little taste on pacing guides, because that will come in August. So take it away, Melissa and Karen.
Yeah, Melissa's going to get us started with the member portal and the enhancements.
And I'm hoping that I'm not muted because
We can hear you.
my computer's going crazy and I keep losing the little bar that lets me mute myself. All right, so welcome again, everybody. We're so glad that you are here. We're going to start with, if you have not played with the HSEA member portal, if you are a member but have not yet logged in there, that seems to be one of the things we get a lot of questions about, is how to get to the portal. So I've got a link here and it might work. let me do this the easy way.
See,
So I
that's
did
why
have
I
that.
didn't want to do this.
I promise I had that as a link. But
Okay, while you're getting that, you want to just go to the website?
Oh, yeah, but what are you seeing on my screen? Because for some reason they tell me I'm paused.
We're seeing the PowerPoint.
Okay, so I minimized out of that.
Not
So
the full version, just not the presenter view.
okay. I'm gonna reset my life here.
Okay, and while you're doing that, I heard Lissa reference in August. So Lissa, you want to give them a little bit of information
Sure.
about what you meant there?
Yes, and we will get some more input from you on this too at the end of our session today. But usually at the beginning of the year, late July, early August, we host a preschool kickoff, which is for professional development hours. It is 3 hours total in time. So we'll be asking you about some times at the end. Or you can just put those into the chat, what times would work for you. We have a couple of dates. our Facebook poll that came up either August the 3rd, which happens to be my birthday, so we can definitely celebrate. Or August the 17th, and times 11 to 1 Eastern time or 1 to 3 Eastern time. So if you have a preference of that or some other date in July, end of July that might be better for you, please let us know, because we're still coming up with setting that in the calendar. It's penciled in right now, but we want to get it set in stone so everybody can make their plans around that.
As we want to be really respectful to the people who aren't on the East Coast. It seems like we a lot of times set the times on the East Coast, which is not awesome conveniently for the Midwest and West Coast. So please be sure that you communicate with us if you're not on the East Coast, because we don't want to feel like you're left out or have to get up super early just to make it here. So I am currently on the NCHSE website. If you go to member will log in, I like it that we moved it to up here, because I feel like when I used to have to log in, I had to scroll all the way to the bottom of the screen. So the member login is up here, and my computer is going to have me already pre-saved. Well, never mind. I logged in earlier, so it's already got me logged in. But it will bring you in where you enter your name and your password. The username will be whatever email you joined with. Then you have the member portal. In the member portal, you can see the enhancements. So I have previously purchased the enhancements, and actually I was kind of a slacker. Why are you not going? Oh, it's still thinking. And I just purchased the updates today because I hadn't done that before today. But my computer here at school is running crazy slow. So I think I had the enhancements up already. What I have not played with a whole lot is to see if the enhancements can be added to these without going one by one and adding them to my flash drive, because I have downloaded all the enhancements previously onto my flash drive. So let's say today I'm doing the lymphatic system and I don't have an idea of what I want to do. I can go into the enhancements, come into the lymphatic system, and have some activities right here that I can pull up. Some of them are shared, or I can just share. We have Canvas here in North Carolina, so I can share on the Canvas platform an activity for the students to do. These are note types of activities that are here. There are some hands-on activities throughout the enhancements as well. So all of your directions are there. Any supplies that you need are there. You just have to pull what you need and make sure you have the supplies and put it right into your lesson plan. So we're looking at my flash drive right now. So any system that I have, medical math, which is what I'm starting on Friday. So I'm definitely going to be looking into here to get some things, because my students have no idea how to tell time. So if there is some information in my medical mathematics about how to get them to tell time on a regular clock, I'm going to be pulling those up. And if my computer has gone, what? No. I was logged in. What happened?
You may want to talk about the enhancements, as far as that's not part of the membership.
No, the enhancements are a separate fee. If you are a member state, the enhancements cost, I'm afraid I'm gonna say this wrong. If you're a member state, I know I did the update, and the update was
Your member
$200.
state,
If you're not a member state, if you are a member state, the update is $150. But the overall purchase of the enhancements, I was not 100% sure on the.
Go to the store. Go to the store. Yeah, there's the prices there.
So because I am a member state, the enhancements will be $450.
For the full package.
Yeah. If I wasn't, then it would be $500 for the full package.
No, it's
600.
600. Mhm.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Or if your state is not a member, but you're a member of the teacher organization, you then qualify for the discounts.
Right.
Yeah. The other thing that I downloaded this morning or purchased this morning was the work-based learning guide. My school is not awesome at doing work-based learning, not like Williams School, but I want to be sure that I start working that out for my students and giving them that opportunity. So I also got the work-based learning this morning. So Karen, is there anything you wanted to add about the enhancements?
Yeah, so the enhancements are really easy to access once you have them purchased. You log in with your email address and password. The enhancements are right there on the computer. You don't have to have zipped, downloaded everything. You can just pull it straight from there. As Melissa is showing you right now, we've got the enhancements, and that isn't a part of the HSEA membership, like Nancy was saying. It is an additional cost, but definitely well worth it. The HSEA member portal is also on the website. When you log in, you'll see the member portal resources. You will click on that, and it's an additional information and different resources, different things like that you can access directly from the website, which is amazing. We also update those throughout the year. We do big updates around Christmas time and in the summer when, obviously the officers have a little bit more free time from their classrooms. And if you have something that you would like to be added that is obviously not copyrighted material, we would love to get that added, and we are always looking for new things. And I know that lots of you are doing great things in your classroom. Like, I love the finger, I don't even know what you call it other than finger fatigue that they were talking about earlier. If we could get that added in, if it's not copyrighted, I'm sure tons of people would love to use that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Melissa to stop sharing her screen real quick. We do just want to preview I'm going to share mine. We want to kind of preview for you guys the pacing guide. I know we talk about pacing guides a lot, but one thing that we don't always mention, which is extremely helpful, is when you're seeing all of these great ideas, whether it's the enhancements or the HSEA resources that you get with your membership, anything that you may see through Facebook, or if you have access to like activities in a pinch or creative ed or anything else that you may have seen with our wonderful partners, you can add it to your pacing guide. I have all of my lab ideas and activities, and even as I see them through the year, I go back and add them, even if I've already taught it. So next year, when I'm looking at my pacing, I go, oh yeah, I remember I wanted to add the finger fatigue when I was talking about the muscular system. And so this is just a sample of what we'll be doing. You can see that I've linked not only the NCHSE standards, which are very important when we're testing with all of the stackable exams, and obviously the South Carolina standards. I have those on there as well. But we did want to just kind of briefly share. We always talk about pacing and how you plan out 4 days versus 3 days and add your quizzes in there. But sometimes we forget to add how to house all those great ideas that we find and that we want to utilize in our classroom for the next year. So we want to be mindful of the time, and I know we have lots more stuff to talk about. So we're going to go ahead, and it's time for another prize giveaway. And Lissa, will let you pick and tell us what that is right now.
Okay, so thank you guys. That was very helpful. We have a water bottle that we will be giving away, and the winner of the water bottle is Josie Armendariz.
She's here.
Yay,
Yay,
yay.
Josie.
Congratulations. And then we have 2 shirts, either the sweatshirt or the t-shirt, depending on your size. And that goes to Gilda Austin and Annie Dickerson.
Yay, Annie.
If you will put your address and what prize you won and your size, if you want a shirt, put that into the chat and then we'll get that out to you.
Okay, and before we pass it on, I don't think that we got to see the HSEA member portal. And we looked at the enhancements and the other resources that are available in our store. But I just think this is so impressive. And so once you join, you get to create your own password to be able to log in. And so when you join, you will have access to more resources than you could probably ever use. And they're in folders by title. And like we said, Karen said, we do refresh these in case you have used them all. And so there's lots of kind of generic folders there, whether it be CNA or dental science, EKG, so forth and so on, games, HOSA, and so forth. And then as you scroll on down, then we have more activities that we have placed in folders based on the National Health Science Standards. So we feel like this is really a great benefit of joining the teacher organization, because we know sometimes when students are coming through the door, you're just prepared for them to get there, and then you don't maybe know what you're going to do on that day. So we have some great PowerPoints, lesson plans, activities, projects, websites that we have collected over the years, and then we are sharing them back out to you. So I just
And
felt
they're
like,
great for sub plans, like emergency sub plans or anything like that. I dive into the resources all the time, and I have not even come close to using everything. So
and
they
we
really are
do
amazing.
appreciate those, and Kathy will speak to that we do use some of those great files that you upload on the Facebook page. So I'll stop sharing and
Absolutely.
go from there.
Okay, so Melissa, are you still
Okay.
on the website? Can you go back on to the website?
Oh,
To the
website.
conference page?
Okay. Yes. Website. It's just I have multiple screens and things get really confusing around here.
If not, I can try and
Okay,
get in.
let me website. We'll bring it back to the right screen. And move
So
everybody.
I'm going to talk about the conference that we have coming up. Raise your hand if you've been to the conference. Multiple times. Yay, yay. Oh, conference is awesome. Oh, it used to be every other year. Now it's every year. So we get the benefit of getting to get all this great information every year, besides our webinars as well. Oh, so the conference this year is, there we go. All righty. The conference this year is in Glendale, Arizona, which is a suburb of Phoenix. And the hotel is fantastic. Everybody's going to have so much fun. So here on the NCHSE page, you can click on conferences and it will take you to all the information that you need to register for the conference. So if you click on the agenda at a glance real quick there, Melissa. So we have a great agenda in the works, constantly being updated. Our keynote speakers, I'm so excited about our keynote speakers and our pre-conference sessions. Our first pre-conference session is with Nurse Nancy from Oklahoma. And if you are a TikToker or an Instagram person, you may be following her hilarious posts that she makes. And then our other session that we will have during the pre-conference. So you'll go to both of these sessions. We split one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and then flip-flop for the next part for the, whichever one you were at, you go to the next one. So the second session that we have is on fostering mental health resilience in the classroom. And Elaine was a speaker for a webinar earlier this semester, and hopefully all of you were able to attend that, but it was outstanding. And we had some conference attendees last year suggest that we do some things on mental health for our students. And so Elaine will be presenting a workshop on how can we best help our students in their stressful lives that they have to deal with. And so that will be the first day. And then we will go into our actual conference. Our first keynote speaker, I'm super excited about. My district did a book study this year called Teach Like a Pirate, which is a book that Dave Burgess has written. And his message kind of transformed my blah teaching into something that, sparked some energy back into me and hopefully back to my students. So we're super excited to have Dave Burgess as our first keynote speaker. And then you'll see we have concurrent sessions that will be going on. So we are looking for you to submit a proposal, maybe to present something wonderful that you do or that you know about to add to those concurrent sessions. That's actually how I got started. I was never a very good public speaker, probably not still the greatest, but it has helped my just my confidence to be able to present to fellow teachers. And that's really where my passion lies now. So, and then Thursday, more of the same. The evening, we have some good activities that will be coming up, networking. The venue is super duper. And then our second keynote speaker is Jason Hewlett, who will add a little music and motivation. So, and then more concurrent sessions throughout the day. And in the meantime, we're eating ourselves to death. I probably gain at least 5 pounds every time I go to conference because it is just wonderful food and snacks and beverages all day long. And then Friday is a half a day session. No, Friday is a half a day session so that everybody has a chance to travel back home and hopefully be home before the weekend and rest and recover, and so you can go back to school the next day. So you can see there are pre-conference pricing. There is an early bird registration, so you get a little bit of a discount, and for the pre-conference and for the conference as well. And is there a little more you can scroll down there? Okay, so go back, if you can go back out of that to the go to the request to attend letter. Here's everything that you need. It's already generated for you. You just need to look up your flight information and add in the hotel information on the request to attend. And it's a Word document so that you can just, write what you need and then give that to whoever your administrator is, whoever's going to be making the decision on letting you go or not. So you can see down there in the breakdown that you just are going to type in all the things that you need, total that up, and then do whatever other paperwork that your school requires. So get this in early. Your admin or your district people will probably start talking to you about your Perkins grant. So this would be something that you could add to your Perkins request for funds because it is supported. The conference is supported by Perkins. So that will help also. And then go back out one more time, Melissa. So just keep scrolling down. So the rest of the page our next thing is our call for proposals. So you can click on that link and don't think, oh, I don't do anything. I don't know anything. Yes, you do. You know lots of stuff. And what teachers really want is to hear from other teachers about activities that they do and curriculum that they do. I know we had somebody like myself. I teach phlebotomy in my medical assisting class, but I'm not a trained phlebotomist. So if there's a phlebotomist out there, put on a workshop and teach the rest of us how to actually teach phlebotomy successfully. Anything like that, that you have, that little tricks and things that your students really enjoy. So you just fill this out, click on what you want to do, what type of session you would want to give. You can do this with a friend, so you can co-present. You're not having to do it by yourself. And then some available times, you know, in case you can't come on Wednesday, you're there Thursday and Friday. You click on the times that work for you, and then if your proposal is submitted, then or approved, then you'll be notified of when that is. Anything else on that, Nancy, that I missed?
No, I would just encourage you to be sly about that and tell your administration, I've been selected from thousands of teachers to present at this national conference. Think how much recognition that's going to bring to our school and our program. And teachers love hearing from other teachers, and it just it really makes our conference such a great networking opportunity. So I would encourage you to go ahead and submit, and then you can tell your administration that, oh, I didn't realize I would get selected. Now I'm selected. You can't afford not to send me, right?
Right.
And it's the
That's how it
only
works for me.
conference- It's the only conference that is strictly health science related. No other conference that is offered for professional development concentrates on all things health science, from phlebotomy, CCMA, EKG, all aspects of it, including our middle school level. I mean, there are things for all levels health science. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the only conference that does that. So the value that is there to grow you as an educator, and then obviously growing your students in your program because of your growth. Just talk with your administration. I know that Perkins, you may have had to ask for it already, but I promise you, they don't have that money yet. They don't actually get that money until later. So still go ahead and ask them. Like Nancy said, do the proposal and then just be sly and say, hey, look, now I have to go. I
Yeah.
promise, you know, it is well worth it.
And invite
What-
your administrator to come with you so that they can see all the great things that are going on and get ideas for your programs as well.
One
So,
thing to add on, you learn a ton through the conferences, but some of the biggest things I learned is just the networking. You're constantly sitting next to somebody at a workshop or eating next to them. You don't just stay around with one best buddy. Every
Oh.
single time you just turn, how do you do this? How do you do that? The ideas you come back with, you don't even have time to implement all of them. They're fantastic.
Kathy and I actually met at a conference, like I want to say 2004-ish, somewhere back in there, back in the days of the ground floor. And look at us, we're still
I know.
together
Other
after
than
all
the
these
few
years.
You went to a school that didn't let you go to a conference just for
Yeah.
a few years. Other than that,
Yeah.
I get to see Lissa in person each
Right.
year.
No. All right. Well, it's time for prizes. So I have 2 prizes that I will be giving away. And my first prize is a shirt, and that goes to Ronald Kiplinger. So congratulations, Ronald. If you will put your size and your address into the chat and that you got a shirt, that would be great. And then we have my big prize for this session is a $100 discount to the conference, will be a presenter discount, but you don't necessarily have to present, but presenters do get $100 discount. And
That's a
that
good
one
one.
goes to Karen Reederer, if I said that right. So
Oh, my goodness.
congratulations, Karen.
And she's even thinking about presenting, and she's going to have to convince her administration that now she has to go because she.
Perfect.
Yeah, Karen has to go.
Oh, well, if you can't go, Karen, we won't take no yet. You just tell them that you won and that you want to present and see what you get.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
If
Thank you,
anything
Mom.
else, we'll get on them too.
Try pulling some content from that letter that give you courage to ask. If you don't mind putting your information in there, just in case it does work out, we're going to be hopeful.
All right. So now we are going to move on to Kathy, and she's going to tell you a little bit about the Facebook page and maybe some of the features on the Facebook page that you aren't aware of. I did see somebody wanted a link to the portal in the Facebook page. So we'll get to
That's
that.
in our featured, right? Is that in featured, Lissa?
Yeah, it could be.
Okay.
Well, we can't put a link to the portal because
No, because it's a membership thing.
yeah, we could put a
Okay.
picture, we could put a link to membership, and we could put
Right.
a screenshot of what's all in the portal, and then that might pique some interest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully I'm going to do this okay. Right, everybody. Share my screen.
Okay, let me
Is
stop.
it gonna work? Yay. Okay. Can everybody see my Facebook page?
Yes.
All right. So the Health Science Educators page has a ton of information. You're probably all familiar with the discussion part. If you go in routinely, you get a lot of stuff there. People sharing ideas, people asking for advice. I think Condra said, what did you say, like maybe 10 postings a day?
Yes, 4 to
Yes.
12 a day.
Yes, so that I think most of you are familiar with. Another thing to be aware of is the featured, and these are sort of like your starred items that most people are going to want. So Lissa's giving us a little thing about our webinar. Karen has made it easy for us to find information for those enhancements.
And
A
if
few,
they
like-
click on the banner image, it takes them right to the information for the conference as well.
On this banner, it's going to bring us to the conference. Okay. So the featured is good. My favorite thing to use here are the files. So we saw that if you join HESA, which we hope you will recognize the value of it, for $50, you get a lot of stuff in there. If you want to pay more, you get the enhancements. They're awesome, but this is free. So if you go to the files, let's say, okay, sometimes I just have a little time on my hands. I am not a high schooler, so I'm not as apt to just sit there on TikTok, but I might just sort of start scrolling through here. You never know what you're going to find with, I think this is probably reverse chronological order. So I actually posted just a couple things yesterday. I teach dual enrollment courses, and someone's coming to evaluate me tomorrow. I said, oh, I should probably think up something a little more interesting. So thought up a new activity. I don't know how it's going to be, but I went ahead and I shared it. So you could go through it that way. The other thing you can do with the files is if you know you have a certain unit, or it's helpful if you know exactly the name of the activity, but let's say, oh, you're teaching about blood. Hopefully this is going to work for me. It will. Sometimes I've noticed it might be because I'm on at those peak hours. Sometimes I've noticed when I type it in and hit enter, it takes a few seconds for it to generate me a list, but just be patient. And here are some activities that are using blood. Yeah, and so a couple of them are mine, and we have, yeah, that one looks like a good one. The other thing, which I highly encourage everyone to do, don't just take, we like you to take, but share with us. There are so many good ideas everybody has. So over here on the upload file, super easy. Not going to share one right now, but you're able to go into your documents and upload something super, super easy. I want that to go away. Things to keep track of when you upload. I was guilty of this before. Sometimes it would be a really quick, like bell ringer or easy one. And I didn't necessarily give the answer key because I thought, well, those are, to me, I didn't need an answer key for myself, but just make it easy for everybody. If you don't, I'm telling you, people are going to be messaging you saying, wonderful idea, we love it. Do you have an answer key? So take just a couple extra minutes, go ahead, put your activity in with an answer key. It saves you time later on. And I think people appreciate it. The other thing to be aware of, you can't share something that's copyrighted. So let's say it's a PowerPoint from a book that's copyrighted that you can't share that. Or I have a lot of good ideas that I have found I've got from that Purposeful Pedagogy or Teachers Pay Teachers. You paid for that, you can't go share their stuff. So just be aware of that. Occasionally, usually somebody's pretty active and somebody will say, hey, can you share, whatever. It's like, no, I can't share that. So it has to be something more, not copyrighted, not something free that you had or that you created. But I encourage all of you to, if you're not active on the Facebook page, get more active in it. And I would challenge everybody. How many people are here today right now, Lissa?
We have 41.
Ooh, if everybody could do one file over the next 24 hours, that would be amazing. Just something that you think that you do pretty well and share it, because I know I really love to steal ideas from here.
Kathy, would you show them the other way you can load files? Like if you go back to like you don't have to do it that way. You can go.
Okay, that's the way I load them. How else
Okay.
can I load
Well,
them?
just go back to the Facebook, to the main page, just like if you were going to do a post. Yeah. So
Okay.
you can click on write something, like you were going to, click on that. And then you see those 3 little breadcrumbs, as somebody called them. You can upload a file there too. Like if you wanted to highlight something and say, this is the greatest PowerPoint I've ever done in my life, you can do it that way as well. Like if you wanted, if it was something that you really felt strongly about, you wanted to give it a little bit more recognition than just uploading it that way. You can do it. It's a couple of ways. Okay?
Oh, right. So I'm putting it in. Thank you, Nancy.
Hey, I didn't know your way.
Went to the file, but if I did it right within, like if my activity that I just created works well tomorrow, we'll see. I could put it in, hey, had a great evaluation, try this out. Thank you.
Yeah, and I didn't know how to do it the way you showed, so.
We all learned something new.
There's more than one way to skin a cat, as some of us do know from anatomy. Dissection labs. Thank you. Oh, and I have 2 giveaways. Let me stop my share. Stop share. There we go. Okay. Water bottle and a shirt.
All right, Melissa, if you'll pull our slides back up, please. Oh, all right. So the water bottle is going to go to Janet Walker. Congratulations, Janet. And a shirt to Tika Scrine. So put your name, or not your name, but your address, and Tika, if you'll put your size in the chat, that would be awesome. So before we award the grand prize, our next webinar is on May 8th, as was already stated. And that will be some hands-on curriculum about anatomy and physiology and sports medicine. And then if you have not already said in the chat, if you have a preferred date for our preschool kickoff, those again, the dates in mind are August the 3rd or August 17th, times 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's 3 hours. I didn't do that right, but starting at 11 or starting at 1 would work. Or if you have another date in mind, if you'd prefer to do July, I know we go back to school on August the 8th. So it's like early for us. Oh, and so our grand prize, and the grand prize is a full pre-conference registration, and that goes to Kristen Burlingame from Nebraska. So congratulations, Kristen. If you will put your address into the chat and that it is your prize is the pre-conference registration, that would be awesome. So hopefully everybody got some good information, and we are so happy that you all came and joined us, and we look forward to continuing to work for you the rest of the year. Please let us know if there's anything that you need that we can help you with, and we will be glad to do as much as we can. So, and go out there and share with your colleagues all the things that we have to offer. Turn them on to HSEA and NCHSE, and because we've just really kind of touched the iceberg of all the things that there is that we can offer for y'all. So if anybody has any comments, questions, final hellos, goodbyes, whatever, anybody of the team or any of our participants.
I was just pretty excited to get all these dates for the future conferences. I'm writing those down.
Yeah, I have, the National Health Science Conference.
Yes.
Yeah, we have them planned out, and we try to do that regionally. So we went the furthest west we ever had been to Seattle, and then now we're coming back across. So Seattle, Glendale, Cincinnati, down to Birmingham, and then over to Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
New
Charlotte
England
was
is a
fun.
good place to visit.
Excuse me?
Where?
New England.
Oh,
It's too cold up there.
I know.
There in
You know
October
what?
with Salem.
It's very possible for October we can have snow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some of you
No.
wouldn't like it.
we're not going there then.
Don't come to New York.
I like snow.
No.
Yeah.
We need
Snow's
to go
fun.
somewhere where we have a member state too.
Yeah, we do go to member states.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah,
No.
it's gotta be a member state.
Yeah, there's 35 member
And-
states.
New England is not.
Well, New York
Nobody in
is,
New England, right? Who
New
is?
York is,
New
and
York is?
Connecticut.
But Rachel, I don't know if I would do well in the snow. You'd have to like bundle me up. And
Baby girl, I got a heated vest. We got heated gloves. I got you. Snow pants.
Look, and
no
we are
problem.
the same size. So I mean, I'm just saying, if we do come up there, just
Listen,
keep me
my
in mind.
vest opens up on the side. We got you. We got you. I've got all the
That's right.
battery packs. I'm gonna keep you
Good.
warm.
Now, if we had summer conferences would be good in New England. Or
There you
New York's, but not, October, you don't want to come here.
I love it.
Well, thank everybody for being
Thank
here.
you. Thanks, everybody. Have a good
Bye,
night.
everyone.
Thank you,
Good
everyone,
school
for
year. Good
joining
luck to finish
us.
off your school year.
Congratulations to all the winners today.
Yes.
Yes. Yay.
Yay. And yeah,
Good job, everybody.
Yes.
thanks. We did
Thanks,
stop
everybody.
recording,
That was
right,
awesome.
Nancy?
Thank you, trustee assistant,